Hey guys, welcome to the Vince Drahman Golf YouTube channel. I'm Vince Drahman. I'm here with Mike Asbell of Asbell Golf Performance, and this is our Golfers in the Gym Teaching You How to Move series. Today we're talking about something that may seem a little bit silly, but it does have a pretty big impact on your golf swing. Something as tiny as your wrists and your forearms can make a big difference when it comes to the positions you can get into and understanding your own body. So we're going to talk today about 3 different tests when it comes to our wrists and our forearms. We're going to go ahead and jump right into it and just have Mike show us the first one. So the first one that we're going to work on is pronation and supination. So I'm going to have Mike have his elbows pinned to his side. He can either go thumbs up if he wants, or he can just go flat-handed like this. But from this position, he's just going to rotate palms up, and then he's going to rotate palms down. I'm looking to make sure that his hands can get all the way flat and can get all the way turned over. As you guys can tell, even for me, when I try to rotate this way, I struggle on my left side to get it all the way open because I've had some injuries in my left wrist. Just something that's important to notice so that you can be able to tell your PGA professional that or work on some other things. The next thing we're going to work on is wrist hinge. So once again, with his elbows pinned to his side, his thumbs up in the air, he's going to face sideways so you guys can see it, but he's just going to try to point that thumb down and then point that thumb up as far as he can go. We're working on trying to feel like he's getting the proper amount of rotation. You can judge this by taking a 9-iron and
Hey guys, Mike here. So we're going to talk about how the wrists actually are important and how they affect your guys' golf swing if you have a limitation there. So one of my lessons actually this afternoon is a great example. We were working on trying to get the gentleman to set his hands, which would be getting here and then trying to get his hands to set in a more greater angle there at the top. And I had to just use this test just to double check to see if he was physically able to do that. The wrists obviously play a huge role in the golf swing, whether to keep the club square, to keep a lot of support in the swing, and delivering the club correctly into the back of the ball. So with those limitations that we have, we may need to adjust some things in your swing, such as your grip, and just how you're going to move the club throughout this golf swing. So we're going to send this back to Vince. We're going to talk about what you guys can do if you see some limitations in your swing or in your wrist and forearm rotation. So we'll send it back to Vince now, and have a great day, guys.
Great. So Mike told you guys a little bit about how the wrists and the forearms can affect your golf swing, how it can affect some of the positioning, and also some of the things that you do at impact and in your follow-through. If you're somebody who struggles with any of these movements, whether it's in the forearms or in the wrist, this is an area where we definitely point you towards the medical side of the TPI coaching circle. So in TPI, you have your golf professionals, your fitness professionals, and your medical professionals. There are certain things that a medical professional, whether it's a physical therapist or somebody else in a medical certification, can do when it comes to trying to loosen up some of the muscles in your forearms, trying to get you a little bit more hinge in that wrist, but it's something that's very difficult to do on your own. The main thing about these exercises is that you, as well as your swing instructor or your coach, need to be aware of what those limitations are so that you can continue to adapt your golf swing around that. Like we talked about since the very first episode, there is no perfect golfer. There is nobody who can pass all of these tests, and so it's more being able to understand and adapt your golf swing around these things instead of expecting yourself to get in positions that you're not able to get to or comparing yourself to somebody else who does not have the same limitations as you. We really hope that this helped you guys out. Like we said, we know it's an exercise that doesn't seem like it really does too much, but it does help a lot to understand. It does help a lot to know a lot of your limitations. Really appreciate Mike giving us a breakdown of how it affects your golf swing. If this is something that you feel like you struggle with, or you just want somebody to maybe take a look, give you an evaluation when it comes to your swing and all the other things that are going on in your game leading into the spring season, make sure that you hit up Mike. I'll leave his Instagram linked in the description box below. Really appreciate him and his company Asbell Performance helping us out with this series. Also want to give a quick shout out to Woodland Country Club for allowing us to film in their golf academy. Really excited that you guys were able to stop by. Make sure that you give the other videos in the series a like. For Drahman Golf and Asbell Golf Performance, we'll see you guys next time.